the Globe Ridge District. I know a lot of you here, so it should move pretty smoothly. My presentation obviously is how and why we manage mineral geology on the Tonto National Forest. I think the most compelling part of the program in geology is mining. No doubt, it's a pretty complex process. I think you all know that. It's not easy, and it takes obviously a lot of time and effort. There's obviously numerous laws and rules and regs and court decisions that we work under, regulatory guidelines. And like Ken's been pointing out, you talk about a strategic document. We're talking about a document that we can use for mineral development, how we're going to plan things in the future, what kind of conditions, what's going to look like when we're done out there, so to speak. And I think those are good points we need to look at. The forest plan, and you're going to keep hearing this over and over and over, it doesn't talk about specific projects. It's an umbrella. It's an overall look at how we're going to manage it when the projects come in. NEPA, I guess everybody knows the NEPA acronym, National Environmental Policy Act. That's where specifics are made, given certain projects. The management direction, the current plan for minerals is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's to support environmentally sound energy and mineral development. And that's also part of the Mineral Policy Act. And I guess, you could argue, well, what is environmentally sound when it comes to mining and energy development? But at the same time, we have to consider all those items when we're talking about mining plan. What I want to do tonight, I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can because I don't have a lot of time, and there's a lot of folks that want to come up here. Jay Sephar here from the mineral industry has known for quite some time. I'm going to run through this kind of quickly. I'm going to give you a little overview, a little history lesson, if you will, so bear with me. There's going to be a few dates, and no tests until we break out after all these stuff. So, geology and minerals, obviously geology is managing our geological resources and hazards on the forest lands. And then minerals deals with all the permitting and what we have to go through as far as getting mining to work on the ground. Geology, we're looking at a three-part program. Again, help us out here if there's something that we're missing. Yeah. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah. Am I loud enough? Thanks. We have our paleontological. I trip up on that every time. Alien. I still can't say it. Fossils, thank you. There's a creature there, not there. Anyways, so we're going to look at groundwater, caves and caves ecosystems. We don't have a lot of caves that I know of on this district. I don't really exist, but they are elsewhere on the forest. Special areas, well, that encompasses things like picket post, perhaps, Apache leaf, Weaver's Needle, Salt River Canyon. Those are big geologic features that we all know and love on the forest. In minerals and the things we all know about, these few things that occur on the forest. Copper, gold, silver, we all know why we're here in the globe, and due to our silver mines and led to our copper mines. Uranium and asbestos, fluorine, those are things that were mined here once upon a time. Mercury, the mineral, cinnabar, I think it is. Yeah, thank you. These some nods. Not mined here anymore, but it was. We have some sand and gravel operations throughout the forest that we need to look at too. That's a different category. I left these two dates in here because obviously those are pretty important for for globe. We all know how it came to pass that we all are here today. It was discovered here at Globe in the early 1800s, and then was what developed one of our older mines, the Old Dominion, which is now reclaimed. But they're pretty important to our history. All over Arizona, for that matter, to other mines. Like I said, I'm going to go through a little bit of the history of mining, and so bear with me here. You probably already all know this, is that the lands were acquired by the Mexican cessation of 1840. We acquired a lot of land. there was a lot going on here. We had the gold rush, we had people coming in here in the bucket loads. This area, I can't even imagine what the lowland must have looked like back in the day. But it's a busy place. And basically, I'm going to kind of flip through this pretty quick because we had to have some kind of law out here. Back in the day when everybody was out here, we had, well, it's actually the miners that brought some order to the area and helped form mining districts. They had just a couple of mining districts. They were
the mining district was formed by miners who were unregulated. Didn't have the Forest Service, didn't have the BLM and Fish Department and others to regulate their activities. So they would form a mining district, they would elect a recorder, the recorder would record all the claims and the rules, laws, customs that they voted by majority vote to be the law of their mining. That's how the democratic tradition in America advanced with the frontier. It wasn't just miners, also with stockmen and railroaders and others.
Thanks. That helps out because, and I appreciate that because from those mining districts or from those early rules and regs and laws, again, the only reason I'm bringing this up because I think this is going to be a big part of some of the blueprint of the public forest plan. And I'm just going to jump to the one that we all know, and that's, you know, the General Mining Law of 1872. And that established the right for miners to enter federal lands and to mine for, you know, precious metals, minerals, and so on. The other two acts led up to the 1872 mining law. I'm not going to go into the other laws here. The one that is important to me is with the help of the forest plan. This is the last one there. That's the Mineral Policy Act of 1970, which basically says we're going to foster and encourage private enterprise, and we're going to work with the mineral industry. That's essentially what that says. And from the policy are the more rules and regs, and I know this is kind of dry, but hang in there. The forms are our policy, our 36 Sephars, our mining policy that we work under.